And all right, we live. What's up, y'all?
What's happening?
You want to start us off?
It's your motherfucking boy, AR.
And I'm Versally, aka Tiny,
And we are
knee
knee
deep
deep
in
in
the
the
shit.
shit.
Hold on.
Careful.
The camera. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, y'all?
What's up, good folks?
Happy Hump Day.
Y'all humping? I hope so.
You hope so?
I
And get
hope they
people
are.
through the week.
Yeah, middle of the week, huh?
Yeah, if y'all haven't already, tune in to our baby daddy episode
Yeah.
that we just launched that was it Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Last Friday. It's a funny episode, y'all. So
Good episode. Shout out little bro J Cell.
yes, we're gonna have to bring them back.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. We're gonna shoot another shot. What we gonna do?
I'm good right now.
Good.
But okay, so today we have so you won't start us off today. Look, at this point, AR, go ahead and start us off today. I always start us off with our subjects.
So let's just talk about support. You know what I'm saying? Support is a major thing. It's always a toss up whether or not people are or are not supporting us. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about it. Support versus non-support versus haterism. You know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts on that? Your reflections on that? Have you had to deal with it? I know you're in the modeling industry. Now you're a
Um,
podcaster. Do you feel like there's a lack of support, a lack of enthusiasm?
I think that you're gonna have a mix of different type of people. So you may have people that do support you. They no matter what you post or whatever, they gonna support it, like it, share, comment, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got your people who you know, maybe they support you, but maybe they don't like the post or, whatever product or services that you're advertising or whatever. So it's just like they're cool with it, but they're not co-signing with what you're doing. And then there's like haters, and there's like the haters, I would say, is like somebody who, if you're the first person that always watches my shit, but then you never like it, and it's a post that like I see everybody else liking it,
But you didn't like it.
yeah, and it's like it's more so the people that I see frequently. It's not like the people like I see every once in a blue moon whenever one of my posts like really hit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like the people who, they still don't like the shit, or it's really the stories be fucking people up. Cause you see all these views on the story.
You can see who looked on the
Yeah.
story.
So it's just like the post, you're like, okay, maybe the post didn't reach you, That's always a possibility too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the post didn't reach you.
Maybe
Because the algorithm is real fucked up, in my opinion, right now.
getting shadow banned and shit. I remember you talking about a shadow ban one time. I was like, damn, that shit really be happening. Like the second person I heard talk about that. So yeah, like you say, it could be a number of things that really deter a person from looking. But in actuality, I did catch you looking though. Facebook told me that you was looking, and then you didn't react.
Yeah.
And then you didn't
That's
react.
so weird though. Like, especially like, yeah, it's a little bit weird. Like me personally, I'll look at people's posts. Um and this is more so like social media. Like I'll support what you got going on because you support it. So I'm more of that type of person versus like, oh, this ain't relevant to me, so I ain't gonna like it. Like I'm be like, it's just a like, it's like free.
Wait, it's a free like. It don't hurt.
Likes are free.
It don't hurt your
Reposts are
joints
free.
or cause no arthritis to like somebody post. So let's dive into deeper why it hurts people so much. Like what is it that stings so much, particularly in this area. I don't know about other areas, you know what I'm saying? If y'all go through this, you know what I mean, in y'all respective realms of advertisement, but in the upstate, Greenville, South Cat, man, motherfuckers don't support. But when you see them in person, they be all dapped up. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, man. Even telling you, hey, man, I like such and such, or I like this. But then you just come back to the full circle moment. Like, why don't you make it so other people? It's almost like they're gatekeeping. Like they want to like you by themselves. They don't want you to get too bigger than what you are.
Yeah.
You know, if you exceed where you are, then they're afraid of you almost.
Or it could be intimidation. It could be some people I feel like go with the crowd too. So like if like nobody else is supporting you or they don't see like you have like real motion, because like I think it's a popularity contest kind of
It
almost.
is. It is. It is. It is. I
Because
can
some
attest to
people
that.
I'm just like that post did not make any sense, but that person, they got the clout or whatever.
Check it
So
out. Like I'm gonna drop no names, but a girl that you showed me the other day with that old ignorant ass post, like that shit probably went dumb. She probably got all kind of likes off that shit, didn't she? It almost seems like the more ignorant or the more clout, those are the things that get the recognition. And then, like to your point, I know a few positive people they get a good reception, but at the same time, it's almost like it's still a popularity thing. They're real popular, so it's like everybody wants to be a part of that success.
yeah,
You
no,
know what I
I see
mean?
that a lot. Um, I don't know. You kind of have to gauge your audience, because I did see like I saw one thing where it was this girl, she was offering a service to her friend, and the friend was just like, I didn't really like the service, but it's like, how do I tell my friend like you didn't really do a good job in your service, and that's why I'm not supporting you? How would you tell your friend that?
I'd be honest with them. I'd be like, look, bro, I don't mean no harm, but shit. The other day, I came and shot with you. I did woo 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 with you. I supported, and it just went up to par. I ain't trying to, come at you, but how can we make it right?
Would you come up to them, or would you expect that business owner to ask for feedback?
If they're my friend, you said if they were my friend, I would go to them and tell them.
Okay.
Now, if it's a regular business person that I'm shopping with and supporting, I probably wouldn't go directly up to them and tell them. You feel me? I would, I would go. Excuse me. I would go right up to them and tell them, or I'd inbox them in private. I wouldn't leave it all on they bad review so people can, I won't fuck them up, but I would tell them. I'd have to, considering that they gonna want me to come support them again. So
Okay.
my hands I'd be tied. I'd have to tell them at this point because you know what I mean. They gonna want to know why I ain't come back. I'd rather tell you the truth on why I didn't come back and give you a chance to correct it instead of just ghosting your ass. You feel me?
Do you feel like some people cannot take criticism though? Because it's like your business is like your baby. Like, you take pride into it. It's probably what you spend the most hours doing,
Your
or
money.
yeah, your money. So if it's like not right or whatever, do you feel like people are receptive to, like, what if somebody wasn't receptive to one of your songs? Because that's the product that you kind of push
It
out, right?
it is. It is. It is. I feel like though it's a little more expected with music making than a business owner to a degree. For
Okay.
instance, like people don't like songs like all the time. I don't like songs. So, but granted, now to your point, it's literally people out there in the world that will get in their feelings because you don't like their song. But me personally, I can take that on the chin. If you don't like my song, you don't have to like my song. You won't. I hope you like it. That was my. I wanted you to like it, but you don't have to. It's a bunch of artists I don't like. You know, and I hope they don't want me to choke over and die because I don't like their motherfucking song. But
Okay, but how does somebody tell you that you would receive?
I've had
it
people tell
will.
me. I've had people tell me, "Hey, but hey, but you ain't quite come by." Okay, shout out my boy Segundo. You know that song with me and Yellow Boy in TC? He told me he didn't like that song. Now,
How did he say it though?
blunt and rude than a motherfucker, but Segundo a real motherfucking nigga. He just don't give a damn. I know how people talk. I'm cool with it. He didn't mean no harm, but he fuck with me. He a fan of me. And
Okay.
he fuck with Franklin Saint. He fuck with everything I do. So for
You
him to
knew it
come and
was
tell me
genuine.
that he didn't like it, I didn't take it offensive. I took it like, damn, okay. There was something sonically about that he really didn't enjoy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't enjoy that. Granted, I like the song personally. You like the song. A lot of other people like the song. But Segundo, the one motherfucker that don't like the song. And that's okay. I don't like every song Tupac made. I don't even like every song Michael Jackson made. That's okay.
Right.
You know?
No,
So I
that's a good
would,
point.
but people are gonna get mad. People are gonna get upset.
So, like, how do you kind of tell somebody, like, if you do want them to get better, like, how do you kind of tell that person, to improve? Are you gonna tell them improve, or are you gonna tell them like you said, just that's not it, or
You can try a kind approach, like, hey, man, you know that really wasn't it, man. You could have came hard on that
not
motherfucker
it?
right
That
there.
wasn't it.
That wasn't it. You could have came hard on that. Or you could try that blunt approach. Hey man, I ain't like that. Hey, how you like it? Because after you come on, hey man, I ask motherfuckers. So what you think about it, man? Give me your honest opinion. I'd say I want the honest opinion. Everybody ain't like that. Everybody ain't like that. So a lot of people, oh my God, I
I feel
can't go
like
back to
Al
the
is like
drum.
that.
Who?
Al, I mean,
Al.
the dude that would be in the studio with you.
Okay, Al, yeah. You mean he can take constructive criticism?
He can give it.
Oh, can give it. Oh yeah, he'll definitely give it.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
definitely give it. But see, in the studio, as an engineer,
That's what you're supposed to
he
do.
got to, because for two reasons.
Okay.
First off, once this shit get recorded, it's recorded. Everybody else gonna hear what the fuck I just heard. Would you prefer me to tell you this shit now and we correct it, or you put some, fucked up, ill quality work in the world and that's attached to your name and it's attached to my business, my studio? Now, at the end of the day, he ain't gonna lose from that. But he's so good at his service. If I record a whole album that's whack in there, it's not gonna make people not come shop with Al Tune because AR came slacking. But to your point, Al is very blunt, but he's not rude about it.
Right.
That's how he's supposed to be. Hey man, he'll click the shit. He'll be like, hey man, you was a little off on that note. That was flat. I think you need to try like this. And he'll even give you an example of how he felt like you should. That's good. That's how it's supposed to be.
That's good to give an example, like to help somebody kind of understand, like, hey, ain't me hating on what you got going on, but I genuinely fuck with you and want you to improve, kind of shit.
And the most beautiful thing to take from it all is that we're human. Nobody's fucking perfect. You're allowed to fuck up. As a friend, and you got a business and you fuck up, you maybe had a bad day. Michael Jordan lost games. Kobe, Bron, they all lose games. It's okay. Alex knows that. Look, this is a process. You're trying to get this right. You might not get it nailing on the first motherfucking try.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, okay, with that being said, like, okay, I know, like, there's sometimes where there's business owners that they'll be like, they'll charge an arm and a leg, and they'll not complain about it, but like, it's almost like they make it known, like, I don't work for free, and I want to make sure that I get paid, for my services. So, like, if you are starting off in a business, like, how do you kind of determine, I guess, your worth and how much you can really charge somebody that won't, like, deter customers, you know?
Mm-hmm. You got to go off of your experience, your quality, and how many people actually co-sign or what's the word I'm looking for? Stamp, co-sign, you know what I'm saying? Your work. You know, if you got those three elements, that's your earth, your wind, and your fire right there. I feel like you can then, you know, gradually put your shit up the way you want it to be. But initially, my humble opinion, you should always try to build yourself up and don't bust people over the head. Get your name out there first. And when you get your name out there and you establish, then kind of raise your price on the motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's really how you're supposed to do it. Better results that way. Now, if you the shit and you know you got a fucking service or a product that's by it's crazy out of the world, can't nobody fuck with it type shit, and you know you want to come out, I want $500 a pop for these motherfuckers. Fuck that. Ain't nobody got this shit right here. You feel me? That's different. But how many people can say they coming out the jump with a service or a product that takes the world by storm like that?
Yeah.
It ain't many. It ain't many.
I guess like what would be the difference? You know, like some people like the Zenobia, like shout out to boss lady, but you know, she has her purses and you know, sometimes she'll do collabs or whatever, or you know, she'll ship her product to different people who do have that following base. Hey, you know, I just want you to try my product, you know, leave a review on your social media. So when do you do that? Like when do you offer free products or services versus like you said, you're trying to jump out the gate and be like, my product is so good that I need to charge 500 from the gate because like I mean Zenobia, her product is good, like
It's good.
good quality. Like that's one of her bags right there. My
The
little
black one?
yeah, my little spin a night bag.
Okay, yeah, that shit is dope. Yeah,
Yeah, it got
that's
the
good
red
quality.
inside and stuff, but it's just like she got good quality, but it's like she know how to market. So like how do you know the difference between I know my worth from the beginning and you know what, let me try this.
Um, I hate to use this as an example, but I'm gonna use this as an example. In Baltimore, Maryland, the dope boys have what they call a tester. Okay, a tester is where they get a new batch of dope, they line all the fiends up, and they give them all a free blast. When they give them that free blast, all of them coming right back to spend the rest of their motherfucking money the rest of the night. You only get that one freebie. That's kind of the same concept of what you say Zenobia is just doing. She has a good service. It's gas. The product's gas. She gives you something free. You enjoy it. Guess what? Damn, that was a good motherfucking bag. Damn, girl, where you get that bag at? That motherfucker fly. Shit, I got it from how you say her name?
Zenobia.
Zenobia. I got it from Zenobia. Shit. Tell Zenobia, give me one. How much she charge? You mean that's word of mouth. You
Yeah.
feel me? That's how things work. And that's how you do it. And then you gotta have the overhead to do that too. It's boss shit. You gotta have the overhead to do that too, so it don't hurt you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So you might get 1,000 sweatshirts, give 200 of them away for free. You know what I'm saying? The other 800, you tell yourself, I'm gonna make money off that other 800, and I'm gonna give 200 away from free. Guess what? If it's a good product, the other 200 people come to spend money with you too. You got them in the pocket too. So shout out to Zenobia. I can't say her name. Goddamn.
Zenobia.
Zenobia. I'm so sorry, lovely. I'm missing your motherfucking name all the way the fuck up.
Zenobia Inman. She gonna be famous, y'all.
Yeah. Oh no, Jesus! I'm about to fuck up and break the goddamn glass.
Please don't.
Yeah.
No, I feel like a lot of people, cause like I guess an example would be like photographers. I know some photographers that they'll charge like $400 and you're only getting like five images back, you know, or something crazy like that. And then there's some photographers where they may charge 500, but they'll give you more photos back and they're all edited and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess like what's the difference? Because like I get like people's time, because like I know it's like a lot of time to be able um to do stuff like that, like even editing photos like as a photographer and going through them and getting stuff back to your client, like that could be a lot.
It is.
So it's just like, when do you cut like your people like a deal?
I feel like if they shop with you regularly enough, support
Okay.
you regularly enough, that's why you got memberships. A lot of businesses and proprietors do memberships. If you join this membership, you can get X amount for this amount of months. So you can get this for this price. And, those things make people feel appreciated, make them feel included. It makes people want to come back and shop with you more. When you
Okay.
get taken care of good, it make you want to come back and spend money with them.
That's a good like concept too, like the experience that you get
Mm-hmm.
at that place or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think atmosphere too. I think also you gotta have like a social media presence too. Like
Yeah, you do.
you gotta because like you said, if you go to a page and let's just say like you have a product and you go to that page and you don't really see that person having like a good following base, does that like make or break if you feel like the quality is good on that product? Or is it just like you're
Unfortunately,
gonna look at it and be like, okay, you know what, I like this product even if it got 2 likes on it?
unfortunately, in this day and age, you do kind of gotta use that rubric to determine shit. You know what I mean? That
What's
don't
that?
mean it's not a good product, but it does mean maybe they are just starting out. They just don't have a big following like that, or it's a bad product. It's one of the three. You know what I'm saying? I try to give people the benefit of a doubt. If I'm in the market of the mind to shop and support, I'm gonna support you. You know what I mean? And I'll make my decision after I get the product on whether or not it was worth the money and whether or not I want to come fuck with you again. But you say you seen I came and fuck with you once.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You won't be able to say I ain't come fuck with you at all. You know what I'm saying? But the consistency will determine how much I fuck with you. And I feel like it'll determine how much other people fuck with you. So that is a good rubric to have. It does mean something. You can't act like it don't mean shit. You know what I mean?
What about people, I guess, that buy, like the little advertisement? Because I know people buy advertisements to kind of boost their posts. Do you think that's worth it? Or I almost feel like that's a scheme sometimes, but I'm like, I'm on the fence about it because like a lot of people are like, no, you gotta really put like if you want to make money, you gotta put money into yourself. Like that was what I was reading off of
The ads and shit.
well, off of Kiki book. Remember I was telling you like she was like the more money, more problems. So like you like let's just say you are making more money and you are a bigger influencer or with your product or services that you offer. She was basically saying you are going to have to invest money into marketing and getting that pushed out there. So um it's like, when do you do that? As far as, okay, I'm going to put some money behind this advertising.
You okay. To your point about the ads, it is kind of a scheme unless, and this is where being real with yourself comes into play. A lot of people ain't being real with themselves. I can use music as an example. I can't tell you the amount of times I've went in the studio with niggas and they had a whack song. And they in there, everybody turned.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas got camera phones out. They posting it. And it's like nobody's telling y'all this is not good. If you really have a good product and you know it's good, then you should do it. And even if you're not sure, it won't hurt to take a chance on it. You blow $40 a month on dumb shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know what I'm saying? Put that $40 back into your business.
Okay.
Give it a month. Look at it in a month's time. And if it's not where you want it to be in a month's time, if you want to try it again, there's nothing wrong with that. But If you done tried it for 2 or 3 months and you don't see anything, you just got to be real with yourself and really look at the results of things. You know what I mean?
So, okay, if you're serious about yourself and your business, how much, you gave the example of $40, like how much should you be investing? Like, because like people gotta live too. Like that's the thing. You
Exactly.
gotta live, and but you do have to, like, to your point, invest into your business. Like,
Yeah. It used to be I had a YouTube video. I had put like some money on it, man, and it went up. I'm talking I had just put like $5, like I can't even remember. I put like $5 or $10 on it, and the motherfucker went up to like 3,000 views in like a week.
okay.
And this was like 10 years ago.
So that was significant.
It was a good move. You know what I'm saying? I didn't continue to put that money on there, but $10, $20 ain't shit. I could have probably did that weekly, definitively weekly, and reap the real benefits of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it's really, it don't take a lot. You just got to be consistent and deliberate. I feel like you got to be consistent and deliberate in it, and then it won't be bad. I'm gonna give 20 per week. That's $80 a month. It's 4 weeks in a month. That's $80 a month. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a good point too. Like you want to invest into yourself, and like I will say, like you might have to like start thinking about other sources of income too, because I feel like a lot of people, they may have like their main job that they have to support them and their bills and stuff like that. But if you really are wanting to, like you said, invest but still have a living, then you may have to think about, all right, how else can I generate some income
Mm-hmm.
so I could be able to support, not only myself, but to support this purpose or this dream that I'm trying to pursue.
Mm-hmm. Because you got to. You're not gonna be able to just do no shit without putting nothing into it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to. And that's, you get what you put into it. Literally. You know what I mean? And you don't put that into it, then now you're not gonna get that out of it.
Well, okay, so like let me just put it in like a perspective, like music videos. So like let's just say like a person who like doesn't put in a lot of money towards their music video versus somebody you can kind of tell like they
Okay.
invested into like a good videographer, or
Mm-hmm.
they cared about their location. It ain't like, I mean, even if it was downtown Greenville, it ain't like the stuff that I could like say like, oh, I know where this is. Like, they actually they put thought into, they concept and stuff like that. I think that kind of goes into play too. Cause like, you do want to drop videos, but the quality of those videos do matter too.
Hell yeah, dude. We had a situation ship on my cousin Shawty Raw. He was my manager at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Shawty Raw. And Shawty Raw go get her. He a hustler. But it was this guy that he wanted to use for a video, and I didn't like the dude's work.
Okay.
Dude was a cool dude. I liked the dude, I just didn't like his work. So we gave him a chance. I told you I'd give the motherfucker a chance at least one time. I gave him a chance. Did not like the work. So at this point, I had already shot a video with shots. Um, and shots is like voice box level. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm telling cuz like we can't backtrack. You know what I'm saying? We can't drop something of that standard and then go with this guy who's 2-3 years behind what we've worked so diligently to get. You know what I mean?
So would you rather wait? Like, okay, I just can't put out as many videos to pay more.
It would be better to wait. You're
Okay.
gonna hurt yourself worse by not waiting, producing ill quality work, than building anticipation and still hitting them with something of quality. That's what Kendrick does. Think about it. Kendrick doesn't drop as consistent as other artists.
Okay.
He give you a masterpiece album, a masterpiece video. He ducks off for 2 or 3 years and then he comes back and he does it again. And people wait on the edge of their seats for that shit. You know what I mean? That's how you kill them. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson used to do that too. Michael Jackson didn't drop regularly. Michael Jackson might drop an album every 3-4 years on your ass, and they was big each time. Thriller was 83, Bad was 87, Dangerous was 91. You see what I'm saying? These are all 4-year intervals. So, you know, good dope sell itself. You don't have to overdo it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, that makes sense. So, okay. So let me ask you. So I seen this thing with it was an interview with Neo, and they asked him what was his favorite song that he wrote for someone else. And he said his favorite song was Irreplaceable by Beyonce.
Mm.
I didn't even know that he wrote Irreplaceable.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's crazy because that's such like a huge song. Like I really feel like that was one of her songs that I can really start to remember Beyonce kind of going out on her own.
Yeah, that was the start of her becoming like a mega star.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, that's a good point. That was my song, man. Neo is a talented writer. You know, Neo and he's good at getting in the minds of the other gender. You know what I mean? Coming from the other side of the fence.
Because that is weird. You don't think that's weird? Like, right? Cause, okay, so he did say, like, in that interview, he was like, he said, you know, originally when he wrote Irreplaceable, he wrote it, like, for himself. He was like, I wrote it for myself to sing. But he was like, when I assessed the song, he was like, I knew that it had to be a woman to sing this song.
Yeah.
Because he was like, the man is going to sound egotistic. Like, you know, it's not going to sound.
To me, it's going to sound more zesty and saucy than egotistical because it's just the whole, you must not know about me. You must not know. It just sounds feminine. You know what I mean? Like, you must not know about me, nigga. Like, no nigga gonna say that. A regular nigga ain't gonna say that. You know what I mean? So I feel like he knew that he was coming in that angle, and he was just like, hey, man, damn, I feel like he might have meant, damn, boy, I wish I could do this goddamn song myself. But you know what? This song is...
No, he said he wrote it for...
He wrote it for himself?
Yes, he wrote it for himself to sing. Hold on.
He made the right move. I know that damn much.
Oh, that was
that would not have been the same song.
Record that you wrote for somebody else. Good question. Beyonce's Irreplaceable always jumps to the front of the list on that one, just because it was so many lessons that I learned through that whole process. You know, from business lessons as well as just life lessons. Okay, I learned that the message and the messenger both matter. You know what I mean? It's one thing to deliver a message, but who's delivering that message counts just as much as that message. You know, for example, when I wrote the song, I wrote it with the intention of singing it myself. You know, but what I realized is some of those lyrics, mind you, take the same situation. You with a young woman, you realize that she's cheating on you, and you say to her, I can have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, she'll be here in a minute. Even though the situation is what it is, that still comes across misogynistic from a man.
Misogynistic.
Hit the same. Same situation from a woman, it comes across empowering. It's like, yeah, girl, we taking our power back. That's right. You know, it comes across that way. So it's like,
beautiful point.
That's a great point. And it's just like, how do you make that decision? Because like, if you wrote a song, it's almost like what we was talking about with the products and services. Like, that's your baby. So like, how do you kind of decipher like, all right, if I give my baby to, you know, the opposite sex or this one person that I feel like, you know, can get my message across or whatever. Like, how do you make that decision? Because he said he wanted to sing it, but he kind of he played chess with it. He was like, you know what? I know it's gonna do more numbers if a woman sing it.
And I shout out him and kudos to him for being able to identify the potentiality of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If I do this, they're gonna look at it as misogynistic. They're gonna It could be that in contrast to if I given an opportunity, then now it's like the fucking female anthem to a degree. It's like one of them songs that shit, you must not nigga be here in a minute.
Yo.
You know? Which always that line always fucked me up because I always used to be like, he'll be here in a minute. That means you been talking to that motherfucker. What? Showed out with that line. That line. Every time I hear it, I cringe. What you mean he'll be here in a minute? Hold up.
We know y'all can't take the same pain that
The
we take.
fuck you mean?
Okay, y'all be cheating for years, and then the one time we cheat back, y'all just what?
In a minute, I'll be here in a motherfucking minute too. He get ready to pull up. What you mean?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the fuck I will.
She said, put your bags to the left, make room.
But my ass will be in that bush waiting on his ass. Like Plies. I'll be right in your bushy.
No. Well, okay. So have you ever wrote a song for a female? Because don't you write your own songs? And
I am shout out to the motherfucking Pressure Gang Consultants for y'all say you could come and get all your musical needs from me. I help arrange, write, you know what I'm saying? All that. I help come up with hooks, melodies, ideas, and I have probably wrote for 4 different females at this point.
okay.
A multitude of males. In the hip hop industry, people don't really like to be exposed for having people write for them. So quiet is kept. But my work is very much so evident and alive. And I do love writing for female artists. It's a challenge because you really get to try to take on the perception of the opposite sex.
Okay.
What would they do in this scenario? How would they feel in this scenario? You know, even with me being in here with you, in your friendship with you, hearing what you say and talking to you, it gives me insight on what a female might feel in certain scenarios. So it'll help me pen for females. It'll help me write. Makes me a better writer. You know what I mean? Hanging around the opposite sex make you better, man. You know what I'm saying? You need male, female friends. You know what I mean? That shit make you tougher. That make you better.
So it don't feel awkward to like write for a female.
It do, but it, you know, especially when so I tried to write for a rap female, okay, and that was a totally different experience than even writing for an R&B female, because I mean R&B female, it's love at the end of the day. Love is kind of universal.
Yeah,
you know, a female ain't gonna feel too much different about a heartbreak than a dude is. Ray J One Wish is about the same as fucking Kelly Price. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit Kelly Price wrote. But the point I'm making is, yo, you fuck around and, man, that shit'll kill you. It'll get you.
Cause like, what if the female song is about her coochie? Like, can you write
That's
a song
what I'm saying.
about coochie?
It's gonna kill you. That female rap is going to kill you. Cause now you gotta bum 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 bum, man, her ass super fat. Like now you gotta objectify yourself. You gotta talk about body parts. You gotta talk about what you would do with a man. You know, they say they talk nasty in the female song. So it was an experience trying to put those different thoughts into my mind and put them out there. But you know, I succeeded. I did it. But damn.
Yeah, that I feel like that is weird. Do you feel like who do you feel like is or are the best songwriters? Neo is one, because like we looked at his list. He has a long list of
Robert Kelly.
Robert
Kelly.
Not R. Kelly.
Robert. I don't call him R no more. He's Robert.
He did come out. Remember that song that we listened to last time, the Money Residuals? I mean, like, what the fuck, from jail? Like,
fucking R. Kelly.
Only R. Kelly can come out with a song from jail and it sound good.
R. Kelly's crazy as hell, but he is talented and he can write his ass off.
How do you, okay, because like you said, like you could tell that he made a song?
He has a cadence, a certain cadence to him. Most artists do. Like, it's hard to write outside of your own cadence and your own pace. So if you are able to pay attention to cadences and paces, you can kind of tell which artist may have wrote a certain song, i.e. Neo with Irreplaceable. The pacing of it sounds like Neo to me.
It sounds like Miss Independent. Like
it do. You see, it sound like, see how what I'm saying? Like you can that's his pace. Versus R. Kelly, my name is Charlie, last name Wilson.
Yeah.
It's like really slow, like groovy. You can almost just snap 2 times in between it every time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how he writes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how he's coming. So I feel like that helps me. It's not easy to identify. It's kind of like if you've been studying music and paying attention to it for years, you can pay attention to it. And look how you just picked up on Miss Independent and Irreplaceable. Like all you gotta do is kind of just think about it for a moment. You can kind of see the similarities. But shit, Drake is another one. Drake's pen shit for people. You know that Unthinkable?
Mm-hmm.
Alicia Keys?
Yeah.
Drake. I just listened to this song the other day and I was
That's
just
crazy.
like, wow, Drake penned the fuck out this motherfucking song. Fall for Your Type, Jamie Foxx song.
Yeah.
Drake.
I could hear, but didn't he remix it?
He even had his own version of it too. You know what I'm saying? But when Jamie sings it, he does it a whole different type of way than Drake did.
Yeah.
And it's just a testimony to like Drake's pen game is immaculate. See,
so going back to the, remember how we was talking about like, okay, it might be better for one person to sing it versus yourself. In that case, both of them sang it. The person he wrote it for, and then he did it himself. So in that case, whose song do you feel like was better, Jamie's or Drake's?
Jamie's was vocally better because Jamie can sing better, but Drake's was better because Drake wrote it in the passion. Drake had more passion behind his than Jamie did.
Okay.
Drake meant that shit. When you listen to Fall for Drake, I challenge everybody. Go listen to Fall for Your Type by Drake, and then listen to Fall for Your Type by Jamie. And then listen to what I'm saying. Drake meant it because he wrote it and he was talking about a real experience, I feel like.
Okay.
Something made Drake feel like that and then prompted him to write those lyrics, and he conveyed that emotion when he recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Jamie was just doing a cover. So he just did a good job at the cover, but the emotional attachment was void. It wasn't there. Drake meant that shit. That was fire. Like, it was fire to me. That's just my opinion on it. Drake.
So what was the better move? Like, was the better move to give it to Jamie, or should he had just like did it himself?
The better move was to give it to Jamie. It's a flex all the way around. I wrote the song. I'm going to kill it, show you how it was supposed to be done. Then I'm going to give it to Jamie Foxx so he can make me more millions off of it and then make it an even more iconic song for straight R&B lovers, because Drake is not R&B. He's like pop rap R&B. Jamie is R&B. So now that gave Drake an opportunity with Alicia Keys and Jamie to get his music out to straight R&B fans. And mind you, this happened in the very beginning of Drake's career too. So all of this really ultimately played into the mega superstar that Drake really is. That's why Drake is everywhere. And these are things I feel like people didn't think about when he was beefing with Kendrick as well. Can Kendrick write a fucking song for Alicia Keys or Jamie Foxx? I think the fuck not. It's levels to this shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, he might can wow y'all at the motherfucking Super Bowl, but I mean, write something for write a Grammy Award winning hit song that generates its own revenue for another artist. That's a flex, man.
So who gets okay, so in that situation, like who gets more money? The person who sings the song or the person who writes it?
The writer.
For
the
real?
writer gets I don't want to throw a number out there because I haven't checked it in quite some time, but I think the writer gets a huge percentage of the royalties and then the producer does as well. The artist gets the least slice of the pie.
Okay. So if you're not writing your own songs, you really getting like breadcrumbs.
Yeah. That's how you fuck the game up, is writing your own songs. If you write your own songs, you good.
But
You
if you
know?
paying somebody,
Because you got to pay a songwriter. They're going to get, you either got to pay them X amount for the songwriting, or you got to give them their residuals from it. You know what I mean? Just depends on how the spreadsheet breaks down between the artist and the producer.
what's
You know what I'm
better?
saying?
Probably paying them out.
Paying them out is probably better. You know what I'm saying? But who has the money to pay a producer what they want in one full swoop? You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you got to have the bread to play like that. You know, I heard Timbaland wanted $1 million for a beat at one time. You know, there was a time before the internet took over where niggas could put real prices on their production like that. And you would have to spend that bread in order to get that beat. That's a hell of an investment. You can't even play with a motherfucking beat like that. You get $1 million beat, you almost gotta worship that beat for 5 days. Make sure you put the right thing on that motherfucker, because you
Better
just wasted
remix
$1 million.
the hell out of it.
You know, you just wasted $1 million fucking dollars.
Ain't no way.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So I don't feel like it's that high anymore. You might still have to pay a nigga. Nigga might tell you, hey man, I want 50 bands for that beat, 20 bands for that beat, 10 bands for that beat. That's still a lot of money, hard cold cash you got to pay up front for that beat. In contrast to you just putting it on the back burner and being like, well, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And now that man get lifelong residuals for that song.
So I guess, does it pay? Because like I know some people, they prefer to just pay somebody versus like, learning a different trade. Like some people, they do just want to be an artist. Thank you, Vicky. Some people do just want to be an artist instead of, like you said, learning the producing stuff, getting stuff like what we have, getting mics, getting your interface, getting the technology to kind of do shit on your own and learn how to do it on your own versus having to pay somebody.
Yeah, it is benefits to that, because you keep the overhead, you keep the gate. You know what I mean? The more you learn, but like I told you the other day, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. It's tedious. It's time consuming. Back to Al, the guy at the studio. Remember after I recorded my songs, how he would sit there and play them back and mix and master the songs. I mean, the tedious. He would play back certain parts of the song 50 times and have to. I mean, it's a lot. You know what I mean? And he had to do that per song. Now, granted, Al the GOAT, he's mastered it to the point where he can do it in minutes. But it took him years to be able to perfect that. You know what I mean? That's a lot. So I understand both people. I understand both parties. People who don't want to do it and people who do want to do it. But to your point again, if you do it yourself, you're going to keep all that. Kanye is so rich because he gets the beat money, the artist money, and the songwriting money. That's a lot of fucking money that he keep all that. That's a flex. Versus me, I don't make no beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go crazy on your motherfucking beat when you give it to me though.
Yeah.
But I don't make them. I tried and got frustrated and quit. Me and June we started at the same time. Shout out June. June kept going. I was like, fuck this, man. I couldn't figure out how to make my sounds change melodies on the good piano roll.
Okay. So it's just some things is worth investing that time into.
Yeah, some things is worth. You know.
Look, I just be thinking about the dollar. I'm like, shoot, if I can learn this, like video editing, like it's something that originally we had to pay for, but it's just like, okay, well, we really want to maximize our money and say, okay, you know what, I want to invest into other things that will help our podcast. I'm like, all right, I gotta learn how to do this because that'll save us some money, and then we could put that somewhere else.
Yeah, smart and brilliant, and it works itself out. It does. It does. Like I just thought about it yesterday. I'm really getting ready to break down and buy me my own little setup and try to start learning how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know the Pro Tools. I'm really getting ready. It ain't rocket science, but it's tedious and it's time consuming. But if I just utilize my time correctly, I feel like I'll be good.
Well, y'all, AR gonna we are gonna do a video with AR. He gonna come out with a video. When you gonna come out with a
So
video?
y'all tap in, be anticipating me. I'm getting ready to show y'all my creative process. You know what I'm saying? How I come to terms and sit down at the clicker and the ticker, and I come up with these masterpieces. Um, I'm gonna go over melody. I'm gonna go over top lining, my whole creative process, and y'all just be on the lookout for that. You know what I mean? It'll be to you in the next week or so.
Yay.
Yay.
Y'all tune in because he gonna have them helpful tips on what he be doing, and hopefully they help y'all with anybody who's trying to get in the industry and get their foot in the door.
Yeah.
Look, we don't gatekeep over here.
No, we spread the love, spread the sauce.
Look, speaking of Kanye, since you brought him up, you know what he said about Beyonce and Jay-Z kids?
Mm-mm.
Um
Okay, you did send me this, but it was so wild. I didn't even know what he was saying. Damn.
they been getting on Kanye ass. They said you don't cross the line now. They were like, because like Jay-Z, I guess Kanye recently said Jay-Z didn't come to his wedding or some shit like that. But I feel like that is crossing like a line, like when you start talking about people kids like that.
Yeah, you start talking about they mental makeup and shit. That's crazy as fuck.
What the kids got to do with anything? Like,
Damn. I mean, just petty as hell and coming low blow. That's all it is. Going as low as he can. I'll get your goddamn attention.
I think though, okay, low key though, have you ever felt like it was kind of like a comparison between Beyonce and Jay-Z versus Kim Kardashian and Kanye? Only reason why I say that is because like Beyonce and Jay-Z, they had like Blue, and then Kim and Kanye, they had North, and then they was always like comparing like each one of their kids. Like,
are they kind of they Blue older than her though, ain't it?
I think they about the same age.
Okay.
They ain't too far off.
That's crazy that they had kids the same, relatively the same age though.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if they ever used to play with each other and shit. Cause they was cool when they first came.
I don't know. I feel like Blue is more. She seemed more mature, like versus North.
Yeah, North is fun. She's just like Kanye. She's just like Kanye. Just a fun.
She's her age.
Yeah. Blue is just Michael Jackson almost. Like just, oh my God, I'm thrown in the middle of this adult limelight.
Yeah.
I don't feel like doing none of this shit these adults got going on. You know, which is even worse because hell, Blue ain't even that damn talented. Michael is at least like.
She can dance now.
You know, I mean, she can dance. But most people can dance. You know,
I can't dance, child. The fuck you mean? No.
How good can she dance? Like Chris Brown, Sierra dance?
She be doing the dances like cause she's one of Beyonce dancers. And you know that Beyonce be fucking. I feel like she do a really good job. Blue be killing her little dances.
She's talented now. You can't take that from her, but. Is it serious enough to have her already in the fucking limelight and the scrutiny already?
Well, like, North is already in the limelight.
But North seemed like she wants to be. In contrast, the Blue seems forced.
Yeah, come on now. Hold on. I was like, look at her with her mama.
She killing it.
She killing it.
She can dance. She can dance now.
Yeah, North is with her dad doing. I seen her like doing like music video. Like she been doing a couple songs and music videos and stuff like that. I think she like you said like trying to write her own songs and I don't know about producing or she get like the help with Kanye or whatever. So both of them talented.
Yeah.
It's just how they perceive. Like I do feel like they were kind of like compared to each other growing up. Y'all grew up with both of your parents being like really high figures in the industry.
Mm. It'll be interesting to see how those girls turn out in 10, 15 years for certain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got to see Michael. He's the GOAT, the king, but that shit drove him mad. Whitney.
No, I think the audience drove him mad.
Whitney Houston, another one. The
Yeah.
audience drove her. The fame drove her mad.
Yeah, you kind of have to. I don't know. It's kind of hard because like they grew up with that stuff or whatever. So it's like it ain't no adjustment to it. It's no. I had a normal life. They
This
always.
is my life.
Yeah.
Even Beyonce's like that too.
Yeah.
Beyonce been doing music and pursuing music, and doing it at a high level since she was a teenager. She's a prodigy in a lot of ways. People don't really give her that, but she's a prodigy.
Yeah, definitely. So okay. Did you see that post with Teyana Taylor getting a divorce?
Yes, I did.
I seen a lot of people talking. Who is her husband? Is
Okay,
Eman?
Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert used to play for the Lakers with LeBron.
Okay, that's what he is. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so he rich.
Yeah, he a basketball player. He used to play for the Knicks, the Lakers, few teams.
I guess that's the big thing with that whole divorce is like how much she got from that divorce. It was like a lot of stuff, like 4 cars, like a couple of properties, like
it was ridiculous.
So like how do you feel about that? Because like I seen a lot of like men in particular. I seen some women too, but I seen a lot of men in particular saying, or reposted it and saying this is the reason why I'm not gonna get married because this is what happens when y'all get divorced.
The ugly truth is, and that we spoke on this in person, off the record, and on the show, men have an insatiable desire to fuck, regardless of their marital status. Okay? They want to fuck. The problem with that is if your marital status is that you're married, now you go from hurting your girl's heart with little to no consequence with now she can divorce your ass and take all of your motherfucking, if not a great percentage of your fucking money. So therefore,
what they say is cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her. That's what they say. It's cheaper to keep her. So you need to do one or two things. You either need to get a prenup. That's the why you defeat it, fellas. But I'm gonna tell you the kicker is a lot of females be acting like they don't want to sign the prenup. There's a basketball player named Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler had a girlfriend. They were getting ready to get married. Jimmy asked her about a prenup. She said no. Jimmy didn't marry her.
Really?
Jimmy the GOAT. That's how you do it. If she don't want to sign a prenup, don't marry her. Because really, let's think about it for a moment. If she don't want to sign a prenup, not saying she's using, she wants your money, but maybe she's thinking about it like that. Like I don't want to walk away from this with what I had before.
Well, it may not even be that. Because remember how I told you I was dating a rapper, and he did tell me he wanted a wife, right? He wanted somebody who was gonna stay at home, take care of the kids. He can travel, do his thing. So like, if I go into it and let's just say somebody's asking me to do a prenup, it's almost like remember that movie Diary of a Mad Black Woman, where I gave up my whole life and just stayed at home like you told me to, and then when you divorced me, I ain't got shit because I did a prenup and I stayed. Yeah, there's that.
It is that, but that's the price that you pay, unfortunately, for wanting to get married. Because really, getting married is more of a female thing than a guy thing. Niggas don't really want to get married. You know, it might find a girl that they love, and then it'd be like, okay, well, yeah, you know, I want to get married. I never felt like that about, but that's never in a nigga's mind initially. Like, yeah, you know, one day I'm really just trying to get married. It's not how we are programmed to really think. Like, we think about it, but it's not like females, y'all want to get married. Like, y'all are really thinking about it.
What about your best friend?
He's an exception to the rule.
Okay, he want to get married
because he, once again, he got under what I'm talking about in terms of he fell in love with the lady to the point where he felt like he wanted to be married to her for the rest of his life. That's a rare occurrence.
I don't think
every nigga ain't feeling like that.
I think some niggas, they might want to lock a girl down because they don't want her to be with somebody else. Like,
then he gonna pay for that shit in the long run, because now you try to be selfish and lock that lady down, and you didn't make her sign no prenup. She gonna take all your motherfucking money. Versus my homie, they in love. Like, he really
did. He make her sign a prenup?
I don't think he made her sign no prenup, but luckily for him, he ain't no millionaire.
It don't matter. Like, what if he become a millionaire?
He better not fuck up.
Did he get a divorce? Then
he better not fuck up. He better not fuck up.
That's all you can advise.
That's all I can advise.
Oh my gosh.
You fuck up, you done fucked up. So, you know, it's one of those situations where, you know, shit, what can you do? I say you make him sign a prenup. If she don't want to sign it, guess what? There are, this day and age, there's so many beautiful women out there. And guess what? One of them want to sign a prenup. One of them want to sign a prenup. One of them like, shit, whisk my fine ass away from this fucked up existence I'm already going through. And that's the way you pick, because she gonna get your goddamn money, dog. If you know you can't keep your dick in your pants, she gonna get your money. First thing she gonna do is take your money when you fuck. Right or wrong? What'd you say?
Vicky talk about where my pen at.
Why?
I guess the sign. I don't know. I guess the sign of prenup.
She want the prenup.
I guess so.
But see, I'm gonna tell you, this is me personally. If a woman sign a prenup with me, I'm gonna take care of her for the rest of my goddamn life. Because you didn't get it in an ill way. If we break up, I'll give you mother. That's me. Every nigga ain't like that though. Most niggas ain't gonna do that, but that's me. If you don't get these people involved in my life, my money, I take care of you. But you gonna take half of my earnings, my money, everything I've worked for up until this point? No, that's not fair. You don't deserve that. You didn't put in on this, man. Like Smokey. Like,
but what if she did?
If she did, she deserves it. That's another conversation.
Okay, but what if she already signed a prenup?
If she put in, then she don't need to sign a prenup. Now y'all need to come up with legal divvy. Y'all need to divvy it up legally. She needs to have a percentage at the time of, you know, then it becomes a legal matter. I helped you build this business. I'm entitled to 30, 40, 50% of it. You follow me? You give her what she rightfully owns. But if I was already a star, a singer, basketball player, whatever have you, when I met your beautiful ass and you jumped on my train, you do not deserve any of my fucking money when I hit the motherfucking, when you get in your feelings. You don't deserve it. You're going to get it because the courts is going to make sure you get it, but you don't deserve it.
I think with her, I'm good. With her, like, it's different because she already has her own money. So it's just like you probably would go ahead and marry her because you're like, okay, she good. Like, she don't want me for money.
But that's the dumb part on Iman's part. She got her own money, but what you gonna do, nigga? Give her more money on top of her money? So just because she got her own money, you gonna be like, well, okay, well, I'm not gonna make her sign it because she got her own money. No, you the main motherfucker gonna sign it with me if you got your own money. I would feel better making a woman with her own money sign it versus a woman that didn't have her own money, which goes back to what I read earlier about alimony. That's what makes you have to pay alimony, is when you have to pay for the other spouse's income or financial support after the marriage. You see what I'm saying? So that's, I guess that's for people who didn't have the prenup. They still end up getting some form of alimony or something anyway.
Okay.
But you're just not going to get the 50% that you were going to get. You'll get a set amount. What, monthly?
I mean,
quarterly?
Because like if you have kids or whatever, it depends. Like
child support.
Yeah.
That shit ain't none of it fair. Even how they be hitting the motherfuckers with the child support. It don't take $64,000 a month to take care of no goddamn kids. That's crazy. The courts is fucking men, man. I ain't saying we ain't got to give females nothing. They deserve something. That's what alimony does make sense. But come on, some of this shit is absurd. Some of this shit is just through the roof. You know? And I still want to get married. But you know what? Baby, we're going to have this. We got to sit down and have us a long talk, baby.
I mean,
baby, we're going to have us a goddamn talk about the what ifs of life.
I get it, but I feel like on the flip side of it, like from a female perspective, if like we ain't talked about, or you know, let's just say like we already live together, we got our finances how we want it or whatever, you know, who paying for what, and you know, we get to the point of marriage and the dude asks me for a prenup, I'm gonna be like, the hell, because like I got my own shit. So I really am gonna be like, what the fuck you need a prenup for? Because like, bitch, I didn't get with you because of that. So why do you feel like, you know, it's almost like, why do you feel like in order to marry me that this is what is needed or whatever? I would get offended as a female.
But it's needed because of the potentiality of what can happen. I'm not saying that you came at me like that with intention, but what I am doing is I'm CYAing. I'm covering my ass. All right, baby. I'm covering my ass. That don't mean you should get offended because I'm covering my ass.
No, that means that you think that a divorce could happen. That, like you said, you know yourself. You know you gonna cheat.
We could grow apart. All divorces aren't because of infidelity.
No, but
anything could occur. We could grow apart. We could be in 10 years. We could totally become two different people and just not be in love no more. You still could want half of my money. Either way, whether I cheat or not, I don't want to give you half of my money. That's just not cool. You didn't put in on this. You don't deserve, even Ruby Rose don't deserve half of my goddamn money. Even Ruby.
Ruby, you gonna have her sign a prenup?
Like a motherfucker. And Ruby, if you don't want to sign it, good luck finding a husband. Who gonna marry your ass, Ruby?
I don't think dudes are just trying to marry in general. But after your perspective, it ain't gonna. We just not gonna have. We gonna have one marriage a year.
One marriage a year.
Whoever that lucky person is. The rest of them gonna be baby showers, I guess.
Yeah, that prenup shit real. With Kanye, once again, if you ain't no punk, you see how he started the line off. If you ain't no punk, holla, we want prenup. It's something that you need to have, because if she leave your ass, she gonna leave with half.
Look, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
No, I mean, and I can understand why you wouldn't, because you would benefit from that. Who wouldn't want a potential half of a man's earning.
Not that. I mean, it's just like what I just explained to you. I done had niggas that say they do want to take care of me. So just because your ass, like you said, lose interest and now you want a fucking divorce, now I might be older, I might be in my 40s or whatever, and I gotta rebuild my life. I gotta start my life over because I don't have, income because I just married your ass for quote unquote love. Like, no, that's not fair.
But that's not still fair. That's your decision. You could have said, okay, I don't want to marry. I want to just not.
That is my decision. Like, but I'm saying there's a lot of people who, like I said, like Helen, who I am taking care of you. I am investing time into you. It is other shit that I am doing for you while you are quote unquote making money and shit like that. So it's it's a two
She
way
better be
coin.
the secretary or keeping some books, because if she watching her kids, the hell you supposed to watch your kids any damn way.
You are supposed to watch your own kids, but if I'm out getting money, then you would be paying for them kids, correct? So am I not saving for daycare or whatever?
9 times out of 10, if you're a celebrity, the woman ain't really at home taking care of the kids. She could be, but
I mean, I'm
she
not
got a
saying
nanny. She paying for a nanny. She out getting Birkin bags. She shopping. She on Rodeo Drive getting bags.
but that's not like you thinking of people that's a celebrity. There's plenty of people, shoot, even in Greenville that make decent money and wife don't gotta work or whatever, and that's just like more so like, hey, I'm gonna take care of things, and I need you to stay home because if you don't stay home, like it does save me money by you staying home and taking care of shit.
But let me put this into perspective too. A prenup doesn't mean you don't get nothing.
I'm not saying that.
A prenup means kind of like an alimony. You can modify and make a prenup. You know what I'm saying? You can make it what it is. You can say that in a prenup. You can be like, okay, nigga, if you divorce me, I want X amount per month. You get what I'm saying? That's to eliminate the possibility of getting half of my earnings. You get what I'm saying? Like, there shouldn't be a scenario, in my opinion, where there's nothing that was being taken care of requires half of what I've earned. Now, to your point, if you got older, and I'm gonna tell you something else I firmly believe in. I'm just different. I'm a different dude. If you got a woman that's really being a domestic, I say this all the time. I like domestic women. A domestic woman deserves some money. She cooking, she cleaning, she sucking some dick, she taking care of some kids. That woman deserves some money. Now, if you out here at Rodeo buying Birkins and shit, and living your goddamn life like you me, you don't deserve no goddamn money. You already been spending all the motherfucking money. You get what I'm saying? But for the women that are taking care of shit, that does have business plans, that wants to do things. Okay, let's say for instance you had a woman that was that wrote books, or she had a business that she was trying to get off the ground, and then you need to put her on her feet. You don't leave her high and dry. That's fucked up. But that comes from the decency of being a decent human being. You can't take all my goddamn money. You can't take half my fucking money. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. But I will give you a percentage, and I'll give you a monthly percentage. I'll make sure that you're good for the rest of you won't ever have to pay a rent or buy food again in your goddamn life fucking with me, baby.
Hopefully other people consider that, because it ain't just, like I said, it ain't as black and white. Like sometimes I get it. It do seem like that. And shoot, me as a female, like I'm scared of marriage myself, just for the fact of how many people are really just getting divorced. And I don't know. It's just, it doesn't seem like marriages are lasting as long as they used to, as far as like your people stay together for 30, 40, 50 years or anything like that. Like that ain't happening no more.
Yeah, that shit is hard to find these days.
So last thing, and we'll wrap it up. I seen this thing where Donald Jermaine, he said, I guess segregation is coming back to where You could have segregated workplaces, restaurants. It said water fountains.
That's fucked up.
I didn't know we still use water fountains, to be honest.
I thought we had got to the point where we got Fiji water and shit.
Yeah, you know.
Nasty ass water fountain. You know, water fountain, all that. You know, it's coming up and then it hits your mouth and then it come down. And it's just, the spit is just coming back to the spigot, man. They're shooting the water up. You feel me? So, fuck a water fountain. Donald, we don't want to drink that nasty shit anyway, bitch. Keep going. What else the motherfucker say?
I mean, that's really the main thing.
Water fountains, restaurants.
Yeah, I mean,
the works. Hospital. You gonna do us the hospital again too?
I don't know. I don't know how far all it says segregated facilities are no longer explicitly banned in the federal contracts.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that means. Like I don't know if that how serious that is, or if we really about to be going to like there's
Jim
a
Crow.
whites only and blacks only section in a restaurant. Like we go back to that, I don't know what's gonna happen.
That's Jim Crow. We going back to Jim Crow, y'all. That's insanity. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't give a fuck about no Jim Crow. In the black section, we smoking weed, bitch. We getting high in the motherfucker.
So if you go into a restaurant and you see there's a blacks only section and a whites only section,
I'm gonna go sit in the white section.
You gonna sit in the white section, so you gonna support that business?
What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna lynch me? You gonna arrest me? Is this becoming a fucking mandated court order law? Because if not, bitch, I'm going to jail. Martin Luther King died, physically was beat, went through all that shit. And I'm gonna let you motherfuckers tell me you changed it. You gonna have to drag me out this establishment today. That's how I feel. That's a sit-in. We gotta start back sitting in and protesting. That's not right, bro. That's fucking crazy. Like the more I sit and wrap my head around it, it's just crazy. I have a mixed daughter. What does she do? Are y'all gonna consider her full black again, like slavery? Does she gotta sit with the niggas in the other side?
And that's interesting too, because I feel like a lot of more people are mixed or they have mixed kids. So it's like, what do you do if you like you're a black person with, like you said, a mixed kid, or vice versa, you're a white person that has a mixed kid? Like
they used to make it the one drop rule. The one drop rule back in slavery was if you had one drop of African blood in you, you was considered a nigga. If they go off of that again, then if you got any African in you, you are a nigga. The African gene, that gene is predominant in it, and it overrides most of the races. So you still look black, they gonna make your ass sit with the black people. That's how I take it.
But what if like I'm a white woman and I have a mixed baby?
See, the plot thickens. This is something that wasn't going on back in the 60s in Jim Crow. It wasn't a lot of biracial marriages, couples, or kids. So you got a good point. What the fuck are they gonna do? What the fuck does one do that is a white lady with a biracial child and a black husband? And the black, and they're a tight couple. They love each other. They do everything together. I'm going where the fuck my wife went. What the fuck you mean? My wife going where the fuck I went. What the fuck you mean? And then you come in an establishment, the Applebee's, and they tell your ass, well, sir, the fuck? What you gonna do? That's crazy. That's crazy work. Donald is trying to make America great again, y'all. That's what he meant by make America great. He want to turn it back like how it was when his granddaddy was alive.
That's what it's seeming like. It's starting to get scary. And I guess like it's the thought of like, to your point, if you, let's just say you did go sit in a white only section, like they gonna get you arrested, you know, if they ask you to leave. And
will they get violent? The white people get violent sometimes. They will get violent.
I mean, that's kind of what they kind of went through. You get pulled up out your seat, you get the police called on you, might get dogs called on you, might get hosed, you know.
Not the hoes and the dogs. Damn. They gonna take it back to the hoes and the dogs.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna tell you something.
I know that's what they did back in the, I don't know what they gonna do
Niggas ain't
now.
putting up with that shit no more though. You know how we is, though, Bree. Can you see a group of niggas really? Man, we shooting the hell out the dogs, the people, everything. Ain't nobody coming through there. Everybody getting fucked up these days. Unapologetically, we are not our ancestors.
They did make it. Donald Tremaine has made it to where if you, I think you get the death penalty if you kill a police.
For real?
So now what?
Well,
He did that first, and now segregated.
so he's trying to usher you into not defending yourself.
Yep.
He's putting the apprehensive fear of, if I protect myself from the people that will be enforcing this new decree, I will then be incarcerated forever. Put to death. No, you said death penalty. Goddamn. I will be executed.
If you kill the cop, you get the death penalty.
Wow.
I believe that's what he's.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I got my passport in that bag right there, man. I'm finna move, man. And you know, it costs money to really realistically move, but I'm talking about for real, like a 5-year plan to like leave. You know? I'm going to South Africa.
Yeah, Trump calls death penalty for anyone who murders a police officer. And that was earlier this month.
Definitive death penalty. It used to be where, considering the circumstances of which state you was in, you know, all states don't do the death penalty. So you might could get kill a person in one state and then do life in prison. But it looked like he trying to make that like a federal thing. That means that the whole country will be under that law. That's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, is the solution to move away? Because I don't feel like that's going to fix anything.
It's going to fix what we have going on, but it won't fix the issue, which is how these people think. But unfortunately, we're not going to fix the way these people think. These people have their minds fixated. They think the way they think. They are the great-grandchildren and great-great-grands of these other type of people who thought the same way and worse. And I don't think they want to change. I was thinking that there was maybe some change, but you know, now that everybody seems to be rallying and supporting Trump, I'm kind of being convinced that people have a lot of undue hatred in their hearts that they ain't speaking on.
Oh, is it undue? Because remember how we talked about Jaron when he was on the show? He liked Trump.
He did, but I feel like that was only because of the financial and economical gains that Trump might bring sometimes.
Okay.
Sharon ain't with his people being slaughtered. As soon as they start segregating niggas and him and his daughter can't be in a place, he gonna start feeling some type of way. See, it all be fun and games until shit get real. It's cool for all these black people to be supporting Trump until Trump really fuck your black ass up. Then you're gonna be like, oh shit, damn, what the fuck just happened? But I get why people support Trump. He's a businessman. You know, the rich people ain't getting taxed no more. He's doing this. I get it. From a political standpoint, there are some things about Donald Trump that might make certain people be like, okay, but what about these concentration camps? What about death penalty? I ain't saying you should shoot no cop. I don't say shoot no cop. But if a motherfucking cop trying to kill you, like that movie Queen and Slim, you seen that movie? That dude should have shot that motherfucking cop. The fuck was he gonna do? Let the cop shoot him? Hell no. So self-defense don't apply to police no more. Like we automatically just get executed. That cop that shot that girl in the house. If I had been her brother or her son, I would have killed that motherfucking cop. You understand me? He killed, and we gotta really, these are the talks. Like this shit gets real. I understood, and that's why I challenged Jaren when he said it, because I was joking with him. I knew he didn't ultimately mean it, but he did mean it. He meant there are certain things about Donald Trump that I fuck with. And I just feel like he just didn't understand exactly the totality of what Donald Trump is doing, his agenda, and his real cause and purpose.
We gonna see, because it's sounding like you said, it's really about to get real, and
It's gonna get real.
He's moving really fast because it's just the first year of him.
Good point. What the fuck is it gonna look like in year 2, 3, and 4? I mean, this nigga, the first year, this is the first 2, 3 months. He just got inaugurated January 20th.
Yeah.
It's 2 months in, and this motherfucker is full speed ahead. Bam. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it was true. I seen this article that said that when we did do the boycott for not supporting those businesses that did away with the DEI or whatever, Target, they lost $1 billion in profit last quarter from that.
As they should have.
So we did make an impact with that as a people, but is that even a great enough? Because like that's us making a stance, but the way that Trump is coming with these federal laws, it's like, should we be doing more? Because that, I don't know, not saying that didn't do nothing, but like I don't know if we're making a big enough stance.
It's a good try. It's a good initiative, but I don't think it's gonna do nothing ultimately. You have to do that on a regular basis. If we did it weekly, it would mean something. If we did it every Friday, it'll mean something.
Instead of just one Friday.
One Friday. That needs to be something we do it's 52 weeks in a year. It needs to be 52 Fridays a year. We do dedicate ourselves to that. We can make a difference then. But if we do it in spurts and intervals, it's not gonna do nothing. Target got so much money, $1 billion don't even hurt them, I feel like. Target got so much money. $1 billion, they were like, huh, the niggers happen to manage to scrape $1 billion off of it. Like, I feel like that's what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's a step, but it ain't gonna do what you really want. We got to do all of them. We need to do Sam Walton like that. Walmart need that shit. That's what need that shit. Walmart, Sam Walton, them motherfuckers get money. They don't do nothing but get Mexicans and black people of color. All we do is spend money in that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
I mean, so do you feel like there's anything else that we should do as a people to really stand on our rights and keeping our rights? Or
we need to keep buying black, supporting black, and we need to invest into, you said it the other day, more black agriculture, gardening, growing, things of that nature. That way we don't have to rely on the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit, I just got a bad feeling. It's going to get real. It's going to get real. Like, and I'm going to tell you what else is about to happen. The violence is going to come next. See, you remember what happened a couple years ago at the Capitol with the Proud Boys, which was a Donald Trump support group?
Yeah.
Watch what happens now that when this new Jim Crow kicks in. Watch how people all of a sudden get a little more ballsy and bold. You know, you're going to start hearing about more white boys jumping people. All kind of things, man. You know what I'm saying? All different kind of, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Get your CWP. Get registered. I don't know how much that's going to help you though, because if a cop shoot you first and don't ask to see your registration, that don't help. It's fucked up being black. Okay, you get your CWP, but if he shoots you for having a gun, you can't show him it. This is fucked up. So I don't know what the fuck we finna do. Get your pistols, grow your food, protect your family. Because this shit about to get real. This shit about to be real.
It seemed like it for real. It's scary at this point.
It's scary. It's scary. And I'm gonna tell you something else is scary. The rednecks, they got big guns and they've been shooting in the woods at deers. We ain't doing that. We in the club, partying, buying sections, playing, throwing money on strippers.
Well, we shoot each other.
Shooting each other. We are not taking shit serious. I fear that when the shit really hits the fan, we're going to be too caught up in La La Land to really fight back correctly. We're going to get caught with our pants down. And that's going to be a sad day. It's going to be a sad day. People ain't got the right ammunition, ain't thinking about it. Thinking Donald Trump, they goddamn friend, and then a whole mob of fucking mean white people come up and snatch your motherfucking ass up and keep, man. That's my biggest fear. That and a tsunami drowning me.
But at this point, it might as well.
I'd rather the tsunami, right?
Yeah.
Just come kill everybody at the same time. At least y'all gonna die with me.
Don't say that. I seen a post that was like, if I see a motherfucker building a boat.
You say if you see a building what?
A boat. Kind of like Noah ass. If I see a motherfucker building a boat, I know what time it is.
Gonna be a boat. Hell no.
I'm gonna know what time it is.
I'm trying to get on that motherfucker. I ain't got no room for one boat.
AR gonna be trying to sell weed on that motherfucker.
Trying.
You need something while you
trying. I am. You know who gonna have the gas on that bitch?
He gonna be like, I can help you for 40 days and 40 nights.
40 days and 40 nights. I need all that. Come here.
Ain't no way.
Come here.
I don't even think we could last 40 days and 40 nights off of animals and agriculture. Like we would just, I don't know what we would do.
Yeah, man. It would be bad.
Well, hopefully y'all prepare. You know, it's better to be prepared than
not prepared.
Yeah, than to not take this seriously and, you know, like AR say, just get caught up. Do your research. We're not experts. We just, you know, following up on what we
hear and what we know.
What we see, yeah.
What we do know contextually from living life over 30 years. We can tell that some shit ain't right.
Yeah, so let's hope that, I don't know. We gonna have to see. We gonna have to play it by ear, but like to AR's point, just start doing stuff for yourselves, how you can, you know, grow your own food, get your own supplies or whatever. And then protect yourselves at all times. Don't get angry either. Well, not don't get angry, but you know, more so like don't let them see you sweat, because like I feel like that's what it's gonna be like antagonizing coming next.
Fucking with you in stores, people cutting in line, giving you dirty looks. You've been in line waiting for 10 minutes. They let another motherfucker in front of you. You know how we is. We gonna get mad about that. Oh, we gonna hold on. You done let mama. We get ready to. It's getting ready to be some shit. It's getting ready to be some shit.
Well, let's close. Like if we get more information, we'll talk about it on a different episode. But let's close out. We did good. We had time, hour and a half.
Yeah. Well, it's your boy AR.
And I'm Versally, aka Tiny.
And we are knee deep in the
shit. We'll see y'all next week. And y'all will see AR in the next couple of weeks with his his songwriting.
Next Friday, we recording it.
Yeah.
We recording it. I'm ready. I'm gonna give y'all the sauce. I shouldn't even give y'all this sauce like this. It's $1 million sauce I'm finna give y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all put it on your meat accordingly. The sauce I give you, because it's real.
Yeah. So we'll see AR in his songwriting process. Just his tips and tricks. But yeah, y'all tune in next time. Like, subscribe, comment. We appreciate all the love. Bye, y'all. Y'all be
Peace.
safe.
Peace. Yeah.